Yo guys, the word of the week this week is forgiveness. It is the act or process of forgiving or being forgiven. So let me tell you a story. I had this situation when I was in university. I was in a lecture room and a certain someone who will not be named stole one of my sweets. Yeah, okay, it may not be like a big thing to you, but for me, no one touches my food. I think you should know not to touch a black man's food. That's like a no-go. But people who didn't know that, this is a disclaimer. Do not touch a black man's food. And because I was in the public, and for the purposes of not going to jail, I was chilled about it. I let her do her thing. I let her eat these sweets in front of me. And that was, in my mind, I was thinking, I'm never speaking to you again. That's it, we're done. And legitimately, for an entire year, I never spoke to this girl. I'm in university lessons with her, and sometimes I was even putting in the same group as her, and I was just refusing to speak to her. And 6 months down the line, she's even forgotten about this whole incident and the reason why I'm not even talking to her, and I'm still holding on to this energy. And it was through this lesson I realized that, okay, cool. I said that I'd forgiven her. At that moment when she took it, I was like, okay, let me forgive her. But I had not actually released the negative energy. It sounds really silly and petty. Can you imagine every single time I saw this girl, or when I knew I had lessons with her, I was thinking about this thing and this negative energy would ball up. You never know what type of relationship I could have had with her, or what type of cool things we could have done. I never gave any of those opportunities a chance to come into reality because I was still holding on to this negative energy. The moral of the story here is, yes, it's very easy to say to somebody that I forgive you, but have you actually forgiven them? Does it stem any deeper than just saying those words? The act of forgiving is more than just those words. It is a process whereby you accept the situation, you accept the person, potentially even looking at their side of the story so you can understand why they would do what they did, and letting those negative emotions go and replacing them with positive emotions. With thoughts of, okay, I've forgiven this person and maybe we can actually salvage this relationship. Or you've forgiven them, you've taken that negative energy away, and you've come to understanding that, okay, yeah, this person maybe can't be in your life anymore. Whatever it may be, it should have a positive outcome when you've forgiven someone. Because at the time I wasn't willing to let go of these things, this negative energy only attracted more negative energy. It could be in a wonderful, fun lesson, but because I knew that person was in it, everything that happened that day or within that lesson just made me more and more angry. And because of that, it created a snowball effect of things that maybe wouldn't have annoyed me at the time, but because of how I was feeling, because of this negative energy, I was more sensitive to those things and it made it worse. So it's important when you actually say that you forgive someone, that you look within yourself and you remove all of the negative energy associated with that situation. Then you can truly forgive someone because now you're in a place to move on. Similarly, if you have done something against somebody else and you're about to ask them for forgiveness, first and foremost person you should ask for forgiveness is yourself. Once you've forgiven yourself for what you have done and removed the negative and energy within yourself or any emotions or feelings of guilt or being ashamed, once you have let go of these emotions, you are now in a position to move forward. And in order to move forward, the first step you take would then be to ask for forgiveness. And by asking for forgiveness from this place, you are fully acknowledging what you have done wrong and also set a plan in motion to correct those wrongs, doing the action which is necessary to correct what you have wronged. And by doing this, nobody can hold that thing against you because your actions will be speaking for you. Whichever side of the spectrum that you're on, you just need to remember that if you are in a negative situation, you must pour positivity into it for it to be resolved. You can't fight fire with fire, because that will only lead to destruction. You must find the willpower within yourself to forgive them or forgive yourself, to find a positive outcome. Let's get it.